Hello, 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 my dashers. How are you doing today? I hope everyone is safe. Had a happy new year. It is 2025, y'all. Crazy. Let me put a disclaimer. We are in the Arctic blast. The wind is going a little crazy. So, and you know me, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. So, spotty internet might happen, y'all. Um, so it is, going to be what it is. Let's see who's in the house today. Anybody in the house? Anybody can hear me? Hello, hello. Woo, I tell you, it was like 62 this morning. It got up to the 70s around 1 o'clock. And then, oh my God, it dropped. A storm came through, which we expected, and it literally dropped 30 degrees. I mean, it was like, well, I shouldn't say that. We were in the low 50s come 5 o'clock. Hey, Graham. How are you doing? 105. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Texas usually has around 60 as a high and 40 for a low. But today for the next few days, we're having that Arctic polar blast or whatever you want to call it these days. We're getting a high of like in the mid 40s, and tonight we're actually getting down to um, 20, I think they said 26 degrees. I'm like, oh my gosh. But it's typical for about this time of the year. It's 105 down by you. Wow. Well, you're having what we normally have during the summer. So, yeah, 105. Ouch. Ouch. Well, I hope you had a happy new year, Graham. Hey, Tim is in the house, my brother from another mother. I was sitting outside having a coffee at 7 a.m. sweating. I know, right? Texas is the same way because it's humid. So not only do you get the heat, but you get the humidity too. So it's like you could be sitting there and you'd be sweating. Oh, Brenda's in the house. Hello, hello. You can have my 18. Ay. Are you still in Chi-Town? When you going out to Q? Q, believe it or not, is not affected. I mean, they have pretty much the same weather as Texas, where their highs are in the 60s, the upper 60s, and their lows are in the 40s. And they're going to maintain that during this blast. They are exempt from it this time. Everybody's saying hello. Yeah, so I guess you guys can hear me, which is a good thing. A lot has happened this week with the new year. You know, so sister came back from visiting her family, her husband's family in California. They got sick the whole entire time they were there. So this flu virus that's been going around, that's, be safe, guys. Seriously, your zinc and your vitamin C and your immune system up, because this virus that's going around is nationwide, and they got whipped with it. And so their whole entire vacation, Christmas and New Year's, was spent, in the ER getting antibiotics and so on and so forth. So be careful. He says, yep, plan to leave Wednesday, but Midwest is under bad winter weather storm. Yeah. I'm leaving, I think, on Thursday. I will be leaving So next week's live will be on the road or in queue. So I will be leaving Thursday this week and hope to be there by Saturday, but I mean, who knows? I might just do the whole 20 hours straight. I don't know. Um, but we'll see because I definitely want to get there. I have to hold on. Yeah, pack up and go somewhere warmer. Yeah, exactly. I think we're all headed to Q for the RTR. I'm going to miss some of the women's RTR. I think it starts Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll miss the women's RTR, but I'll probably be on Palmarosa Road like I normally am. I'm going to check that out and see what's going on. But we'll see. Moto play that. Black ice is no joke. I mean, especially in the Midwest, I know. Um, even in, East Coast, Rhode Islanders, we get black ice all the time. And it is just, whew. I'll be there after the 15th. Oh, great. Great. I mean, I'll still be there. I plan on doing the Big Tent show. I was planning to actually stay a couple months, but I think I'll have to cut it short and leave probably the second week of February to come back here to Houston, because I got a surprise, guys. Yeah, got a huge surprise. And so you all know I've really been missing Zeus, and so is Lucky. And Lucky has been mopey all the time. And we had Mr. Bo here for like, what, 2 weeks or so. And he was having fun playing with him. He had a buddy. So Lucky's used to having a brother. So as soon as Mr. Bo left, sure enough, he went right back to being mopey and needy. He's right here. Want to say hi again? Want to say hi? Come on. Up, 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 up. Come here. Up, up. There you go. So there's Lucky. He's feeling extra needy lately, ever since Bo left. But he's really been mopey. he doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to, do anything like he normally does, and that kind of stinks. So let me see. I was hoping to get there next Saturday, but with this winter storm, I have no idea when you get to get. Well, we'll be there still. When you get there, I'll be there. Poor Lucky. I know. But, so, yeah, it has been quite. Exactly. Take your time, Tim. We don't want nothing bad happening. So if you all know Zeus, which some of you don't, but some of you do, Zeus had, let me show you. Dun, 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 dun. Let me just show you a really quick pic. Zeus had a little white tip on his tail. So, so if you see right here, there's a little white tip on his tail. Now he's had that probably since he was 1 year old. Not when he was born, but when he was 1 year old. And the town that I live in actually has a Chihuahua breeder. And who just had a litter? You can see where this is going, right? So, let's see. Insurance company came good for the van, but still dragging the chain for the truck, the new car. Oh, brake controller today. Oh, geez. My mom is driving so I can talk. Hi, Carol. Yay. So, as I said, as you know, Zeus has this white little, he had a little white on the end of his tail. And in my town, believe it or not, uh, there was a Chihuahua breeder who has CKC registered um, pups. And, most of the time when you talk to a breeder about Chihuahuas, they want 3,500. I'm like, no way, I'm not paying that much for a dog. But these individuals were not even close to that. So they were affordable. And so I got a puppy. I got another Chihuahua. And his name is Zeus the second. And I'll show you why. You're going to love this. All right. So let me get to the right. Okay, let's see if I can. All right, I'm going to do this full screen so you guys can see this. This is the daddy. Let's see, full screen, entire screen. Okay, so that is the daddy. And he is a long-haired applehead, an applehead, long-haired Chihuahua. Of course, this is all going to be funny now. See if I can do this. There he is. So that is the daddy. Here is the mama, is a deer head, but she's medium coat. These are her 5 puppies. She is champagne colored, even though she looks brown, like a dark brown. She's actually champagne, which is a very rare breed. So that's the mama. And do you see the lighter of all of the 5 that are there, the one that's smack in the middle with a white tuft in the back of his scruff? If you look at his tail, he's got a white tail. Look at that, a white tail. So here's Zeus the second. He is so small. He's about the same size of what Zeus was. Let's see. 30. No, I did not pay that. I refuse to pay that kind of money for a puppy. Even though it is a CKC registered, they do give the shots. They do give a lot. I can visit the puppy every day. I can leave a T-shirt there for scent. They're going to start calling him Zeus. They named him Tippy because of the white tail. Um, but for me, that white tail was such the cutest thing on Zeus that it just was like, here I am. I'm here, mom. And it happened to be the same city that I live in. So he's literally like 5 minutes away. So I'm like, are you kidding me? You got a puppy. Yeah, I got a puppy. Pam's in the house. I know, and it's bizarre because nothing's going to replace Zeus ever. But it is so, mm, it's like I'm missing something. And Lucky feels the same way. So it's just like we've been in limbo. Like he passed November 21st, and this litter was born December 23rd. So it was like almost 1 month later. Yay, a puppy. Is she an applehead as well? No, she's a deer head. Or it's the other way around. I can't remember. One's a deer head and one's an apple head. So believe it or not, Zeus was a combination of the two. Zeus was not a deer head or an apple head. He was a combination as well. So this puppy was just like, it's exactly, the only thing is the markings. He's not brindle. But the white tip on the tail was just, it was like, hey mom, I'm here. Here's the sign. She had said that, and the mom and the dad do not have white tips on their tail. So it was like, are you kidding? But he is a combination of both a deer head and an apple head, which is what Zeus was. Charlie's still a little monster, I feel sorry. I know they're a handful, but Zeus was no bigger than a Morton salt shaker, and he turned out to be a hefty little guy. And I will register them as well. So who knows? No, he will not be. He is only that these pictures that I just showed you he's only 2 weeks old. He's not even weaned. Hence the reason why I have to come back mid-February, the second week of February. I was going to stay out there for like 3 months, but I've got to come back to collect Zeus. I might still go back to Quartzsite after that. Who knows? But I definitely have to come back here to get him. Yeah, exactly. So Zeus reincarnated. Honestly, it's the same town. I'm 5 minutes away. I can visit him every day if I want. And when I told her, I says, well, I'll be going to Quartzsite for a month. She is so willing to send videos and send pictures of the updates for the week, how Zeus is doing. I'm going to bring a T-shirt so he could get used to my scent. So a couple days with that, then I will bring the T-shirt home for Lucky so Lucky can get used to his scent. So it won't be such a stranger when I reintroduce them when he's ready to come home. And then I'll leave another T-shirt there. I'm willing to swap. He's just around until this mama got pregnant. I think so. I can't explain it as to, the mom and dad did not have white tips on their tails. So, and Zeus had it since he was a year old. So it was just like, it was like, hey, mom, I'm here. Come and get me, Um, hey, Donna. Donna's in the house. So I can actually show you. Let me show you a couple of videos I took where you can actually see the tail. Okay. So let's go full screen here. My sister took it, so she didn't take it, horizontally. Sorry, guys, but look at the tip. It is just so funny that it would be like that. And he's going to be a combination. He's going to be a medium coat. Now Zeus was short coat. And this little guy is just opening his eye. One eye is open and the other one isn't yet. He's only 2 weeks old. His paws are white. All 4 paws are white, which is kind of weird. But that was, so he is tiny, tiny, tiny. And then we've got this one, of course. And play that. Okay, let's see. So as you can see, and it was funny, I was holding him like this and he started sucking on my fingers. I'm like, sorry, buddy, it's not a nipple. I'll get you back to your mama. But he was already cuddling in, and as you can see, there's mama. And she was very protective. This is her first litter. So at first she didn't know what to do. And now the puppy is sucking. So she's like, what's going on? He's a little cutie, and he's not really going to be able to come into his own. Probably week 3, 4 is when he starts to show some personality or some markings or so on and so forth. Because this was taken at a week and a half. And he's just, the cutest little thing. He's both an apple head and a deer head. So he is a combination. So that is basically what's been happening with that. Yeah. Let's see. Do you have to wait for parvo shots for the rest before it'll be around other dogs or long grass out there? We have to here. Yes. It is not, he cannot go outside until he has 4 shots, 4 of the parvo shots. So I have, the washable pee-pee pads already. Lucky can go out, but he can't. He's not immune to it. And so I'll be making sure that Lucky has his feet wiped before he comes in so he doesn't track that into the concrete floor that I have here. I got to take extra precaution. That's no big deal. It's back to square one, training. I mean, Zeus, I didn't, at least Lucky is here. I know he will bark pretty quick. And when I brought Zeus home, I didn't have another dog in the house. So he didn't bark for the first 6 months. I thought I got a busted dog because Zeus didn't bark until my mom and dad brought their dog over and it barked when somebody knocked on the door. And that's when Zeus started barking. But for the first 6 months, he didn't even bark. So, I mean, it's just training, it's just, the due diligence. And it's kind of nice because, again, I'll get my van dog back in my buddy heater, and Zeus and Lucky will get a playmate again. Now they named him Tippy because of the white-tailed tip, but I feel that it's Zeus. It's still Zeus. So it'll be Zeus the second on paper, but just regular Zeus, normally. Not that I'm replacing Zeus. No, nobody can replace my baby. Nobody can replace him. But I feel that there's some kind of a piece of him to say, Mom, I'm okay. So I think that's a good thing. Arrived home so I can go. Good. Yeah, we're getting the Arctic blast here. So we were in 70 degrees at 1 o'clock, and now now we're heading down into 26. I think is going to be our low tonight. So it is going to be crazy. So needless to say, I planned on leaving to go to courtside tomorrow, but Thursday I think is when I'll end up really leaving. Um, because of this Arctic cold. It's cold. And I mean, granted, I have the heater and everything's fine, but um, I just think it's going to be easier just to wait it out where I don't have to worry about rain or black ice or anything like that. I won't be driving during the nights anyways, so that's fine. But because we don't have much daylight, it gets light at 7 o'clock, and by 5:30 it's getting dark. So that's not really a lot of driving time. Um, so I'm hoping to, pick up some hours during the night, but not during this cold. Not during this cold. So that's the big surprise, guys. I got the puppy. How long will the drive take? Around 19 hours. At least I think. Let me make sure. Because I will be coming up the 10 to, yeah, directions to Quartzsite, Arizona. Yeah, 18 and a half hours through the 10. So I got to go from down into Houston to San Antonio through, El Paso and, El Seguro and all that, Phoenix, and then make it to Q. So yeah, it's the 10 all the way. Los Cruces. But it is 18 and a half hours. So, but, I put on my ebook and next thing I know, 15 hours have passed. So I might make it. Who knows? Hopefully you'll get the same run as you did with Zeus. I'm still not over losing Roxy just yet. And I don't think I ever am gonna be over Zeus. He had gotten me through so much in my life that I already told my sister that if I should pass before her, and I'm going to actually put it in my trust that Zeus's ashes will be buried with me, because there was no other dog that is ever going to replace him. But I feel lost without having that little dog. And yeah, I've got Lucky, but Lucky is hitting 7 years old. I probably may have 3 more years with him. And I'm not getting any younger, guys. Zeus lasted 15 years and he still had about another good 5 years in him. So, I don't know if I want to, start training a puppy and all that in my 80s just it doesn't, seem right. Congratulations. Part of me was like, do I do this or um because I feel like it's, betraying Zeus, but in a way it's not because honestly I think it's Zeus. The breeder was like, no other puppy had the white tail. He was the only one that had the white tail. It was a male. I like males. And it was a cross between an applehead and a deerhead chihuahua, which is what Zeus was. The only thing was the coat was not brindle. It's actually a combination of champagne and brown, which you saw Toto. He's the long hair. And understand, the mama was about the size of Zeus, maybe a little smaller, but not much smaller than what Zeus was. And if anyone who knew Zeus, he was, a normal sized chihuahua. The father, however, I wouldn't say that he was a teacup chihuahua, but he was a small dog. So how those two got together, I don't know. But um, Bubbles, the mama, was actually from a litter from two other CKC uh, sire. So everybody asked me, well, why didn't you get a rescue dog? Well, first of all, getting a puppy, you get to train it straight off. I mean, I got Zeus right at 8 weeks, and that was the best thing I ever did. I trained him. He never bit. No one nipped, barked. You saw him. I mean, anyone who knew him, he never left my side. He was always within shot. Never would go 10 feet more away from me. He was the best Chihuahua ever. And but that's all training. A lot of people that don't care, they bark, they nip, they shake, they get, anxiety and all that. He just didn't have any of that. He got along with every person, every dog. It didn't matter. And I seriously think that's training. And, yes, it is a purebred. It's 98%. He's CKC registered, which means then it's the Continental Kennel Club, which means I can then take that and make him AKC, because they do recognize the Continental Kennel Club, and it does have his lineage. So that are pure. It's not crossbred or anything like that. So I'm like, well, but yeah, it's back to square one training a puppy again. And I remember what I did with Zeus, and I know I can repeat that. Now, do I expect him to be Zeus? Absolutely not. Every dog is different, every personality is different. But do I think, that maybe this could be a reincarnation of Zeus? Timeline fits, and, the white tip on the tail just was like, hey, mom, I'm here. And it happened to be in the same city. Now, I live out in the boonies, guys. So having somebody that is a licensed breeder, and really cares. I went to the house, I checked out, they're not one of those that force breed or anything like that. The Chihuahuas all run free in a small little house, and they are all together and they all play, and it's all clean. They take care of everything. And it literally is, I was very happy, and the fact that they're not charging $3,500 for a dog. I'm not showing them. It's just my pet. So, do I have to pay more than $300? Yes. It is a CKC full 100% bred Chihuahua. But am I paying $3,000? No. They're affordable, and it's actually um, very reasonable. I actually looked up, what was it? There was a Chihuahua rescue down south in San Antonio, and they still wanted like $1,000. And I'm like, $1,000, $1,500. And I'm like, but it's a rescue, you know? um, so at least I know his lineage, I know his breed. Let's see. First light at 5:15 a.m. Yeah, I mean you're in the summer hours, Graham. We're in the low, the what you call it, the winter equinox. So it's the shortest days of the year. From Reno, it's about 10 hours. Yeah, I've got 19. I guess I'm the closest. 3.5 for me. Yeah, you're the closest, Pam. You are. Well, you and Carol. He's such a cute little. He is. He's really a cute little guy. And the best part is this breeder is so committed to the pups. Um, like I said, she's willing to take pictures every week or anytime that I want them. I can just text her and she'll take a photo and send it to me. So since I won't be here to see them every single day, because I could if I wanted to, but during business hours, of course, they've got to have family time. But I could go and see him whenever. Just drop in and play with Zeus or whatever, and then, but he's being fed, he's being watched, he's being cared for, and that's all I could really ask for. He's being loved, so it's not a forced breeding situation, which I was like, yeah, I had to check it out first. I'm not going to purchase an animal that's been forced bred or cruel or anything like that. That's far from it. To courtside. Well, yeah, and a lot of swimming. A lot of swimming, huh? Yeah. You better fly. Hi, Adele. Adele's in the house. Lucky, what is the problem? I know, I'm not paying attention to you. It's okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay, sweetheart. Mama's here. Come on. Come on up. Wanna come up? Come up. You want to say hi to everybody? Come on. No, come on. Up here. Up here. Up here. Come on. He's actually, I've been working on his training, and um, I've been working on his bolting. Usually, if I open up the door, he bolts. So we have been working on, for the past week, he's now off leash and he goes outside to go potty in the backyard. That isn't fenced, and he is not bolting. So we have been, working on his training to become a better van life dog, but he's got a long way to go. I'm still going to bring his muzzle because he's not social interacted with too many animals. I mean, once he gets to know him, he's fine. Like Mr. Bo, he knows a few other dogs and he got along with them fine. But it was just, he has to get to know them first and then he's okay with them. So Zeus didn't care. He loved everyone. Didn't matter. Anybody, any person. He was good to go. Prayers needed for my family. Oh, I am so sorry. His wife Connie will be having a hard time there. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry, Adele. My condolences to you and your family. Yes, prayers to you. Everyone, please, guide the family. It's never easy. Especially my mom and dad were married for 54 years, and it's never easy when you lose one of the halves. Um, my mother was in perfect, working condition, and when she lost her soulmate, 4 years later, she was very frail. She just didn't care. So I understand, and I pray for you. I will keep you in my prayers, and please, everyone, do. I am so sorry to hear that. My condolences. Absolutely. But so I will probably be leaving for Q again on Thursday. Absolutely. Thank you, Pam. Thank you. So Thursday, I should be packed up and ready to go. I'm trying to, how do you say, adjust the passenger seat for a bigger dog. I don't know if Lucky's gonna make it into the front seat while we're traveling. Um, I've been trying to jerry rig some things and see if it can work, but because I'm bringing the big van, I'm bringing Fuzzy, and so I don't know. He's he's such a big galoot, but we're gonna try it and see. And if it doesn't work, then he'll just have to chill out in the back. Um, because eventually Zeus will be there anyways. Zeus the second will be there anyways. So what? He is crying and I don't know why. He went out potty. He had his dinner. I am telling you. So who is at Quartzsite? Who's going to Quartzsite? Who's going to be there in Quartzsite? When you're going to get there? Um, I was supposed to leave today, but got pushed back to Thursday because of Zeus. I need to get my T-shirt over there. I need to, I want to see him for a couple more times. His eyes, one eye was open. The other one was half open today. So I'd like to see him with both his eyes open. Both of the parents have light colored eyes. Zeus was dark colored. He was brown, but I think they're looking at him going to be a light colored. I'll be there on Thursday and leaving Saturday morning. Oh, man. Are you coming back? Because I probably won't get there till Saturday. Oh, man. Are you going to come back or are you just going to, come for a few days? Lucky, stop. I'll miss you again. Well, I'm there a month, so it's not like I can't go over to California. You're only 3.5 hours away. It's not that far. It's not that far. I can drop by and say, hey, on my way up to, Sacramento to see some people up there. I know. It's been a while since I've been up north. Stop. Stop. Yeah, ever since Mr. Bo left Friday. And Saturday and today, he's just been mopey and needy and but because that was his buddy for the look at it. What? What, big guy? What? What's the matter? All right? What are you doing? Yes, I know you're claiming me. I get it. He's just been so crazy. Oh, Nora's in the house. Hi, Nora. So, yes. Woohoo! Puppy on the way. So that'll be an interesting little adventure. So he is 2 weeks old right now. So he was born on the 23rd of December. So let's see. Yeah, tomorrow will be 2 weeks. He was born on a Monday. So the 6 is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's find out here. 23rd is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 10th is 7. The 17th is 8 weeks. So I have to wait 8 weeks. Now they're going to have their first shots. They're going to have their first vet visits. They're already registered. The pups are already registered with CKC. I just have to pay a transfer, fee. Let me know before you leave SoCal so we can meet up somewhere. Absolutely. I mean, I'll definitely want to see some of my friends. I have a couple of friends in LA. I've got some people up in the Sacramento area, some people up in the San Francisco area. So I plan on, visiting some friends up there since it's been a while. But I also want to stay, in queue. I've got, the RTR, I've got the big tent show looking for remote positions. I'm still doing that. I'm still, doing a whole mess of stuff. So yeah, I'll be filming and I'll be doing this and I'll be doing that. So it'll be nice to actually get full on into and away from all of the house things that's been going on because I had to figure out the heating system for the season. I had to work on training with Lucky, doing DoorDash to get money. It's Christmas, with the, for the kids and this and that. So there are a lot of busy things that happened last month. So a lot of things, a lot of craziness, and still mourning Zeus that it just my mind was not in the right mindset, but it's time to get my butt into gear, as they say. So there's a lot of things going on, and now it'll be nice to get back with other, meet all of my van lifers, get back into the community. I missed you guys. Not gonna lie. But definitely, I'll let you know, Pamela, when I am in the area. North saying hi. Yeah, I won't be visiting my kids though until spring. It's too cold up there. I am not going up to Rhode Island. So that pretty much is what's been happening. I hope everyone had a good new year. Everyone's safe. I know some people that busted out and just hauled butt to queue to get out of this Arctic blast. Good for them. I unfortunately am going to wait it out until Thursday because I want to be able to drive at night so I can just get to my destination. I've taken this trip many times, so I'm not going to take it easy like I did when I went up to North Dakota. I plan on just going straight through. So that's kind of a good thing. So let's see, what else? Anybody else have any? What is your New Year's resolution going on? I mean, you guys have any New Year's resolution? Um, New Year's resolution, get my butt in gear. That's my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna, I'm gonna re-energize myself with the RTR and with everybody. Um, just being around the community again. I miss it. I miss the people. I think when you disconnect away from the community, that it really, you lose perspective on a lot of things. And being able to connect back with others is so key to maintaining a good mental health. So I think that's, it's time to get the butt in gear, as they say. No resolution, I don't buy that deal. you know, I don't pretty much do the resolution as per se. It's a new year, so for me it's a new outlook. I don't I think ever since I lost my corporate job and feeling like I wasn't good enough, that I was the problem, that should have been able to keep that job, or I should have done this, or I should have done that. And then with culminating with losing Zeus at the end of the year, it would just, to me, 2024 was not a very good year. And I think it was because of the mental state of just not feeling like I was good enough. And to me, I'm like, no, no, enough, enough. I am good enough. I am perfectly good enough. And it's time to actually put that. It's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to do it. So I think putting the actions into words is what's going to make me get back on track, because, and I think just being around other van lifers is what's going to do it for me. I mean, the last time I was around van lifers, let me see. Yeah, it was courtside last year. And that's when I just lost my job. So yeah, that was it. My Lord, it's been a year. Really? You going back to Vietnam? Good for you. I've always wanted, I'm still thinking about going to China. It's either China or London, one of the two. Nice. Do you realize what you've accomplished in just this year alone? I mean, even, yeah, Nora, I mean, it's what I've accomplished and what I've gone through is a lot of heartache. And it just, yes, I sold my house. I got my homestead. Have Dasherville going on and things like that. That's a huge, step in the right direction. But it's still, there's always still something like missing, or something that, I should have did this, or I should have done more, or I shoulda, woulda, couldas. And even with Zeus, I shoulda, woulda, couldas. There's nothing I could do. It was just a bad accident. He just took off, and God only knows why, but these things happen. I just, it's not to say that I'm not good enough. It just was like, it seemed like a bad year. a bad year. And it's time to rethink that, you know, it's time to get off my butt, stop procrastinating about crap, and start doing stuff that I should be doing. I know what needs to be done, but it's just I'm not doing it. So why? you know? So that was the question, having the new year made me realize that. uh, Aw, dear loss. Oh, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Last year was not a very good year. But I've always said to myself, don't like it, change it. Nothing's going to change unless you change it. So I got to change it. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I agree in that, a lot of people, we are our worst critics. I mean, honestly, other people, we can, compliment and boost other people and everything else, but we are ourselves are our worst critics. I totally understand that. Press on. Yeah, yeah, I know. It always is. If it isn't one thing, it's another. I mean, I finally, did a lot of soul searching when my sister was gone and I spent the holidays by myself and I had myself a nice steak dinner. Um, Yum, yum. And then New Year's came and it was just, I was there with me and Lucky. And it was like, you know what? No, no, this is my year. This is enough. This this is going to be my year. And the only one who's going to make it my year is me. So, look out, guys. Press on, baby cakes. Oh, yeah. Yes. Nomad healing. I think I needed to be around like-minded people again. I mean, it's just been so long that I've just been able to relax and enjoy being a nomad. Um, I shouldn't say that. I did have the people over at the Beet Harvest, which was October, for 30 days. I was with other van lifers, and we had our fires, and I went up to Winnipeg and all that kind of stuff. So I think that was the last time. But it wasn't like and I made some great friends that I know will be in queue now. In fact, one of the persons that I worked with at the Beet Harvest is working at the pit stop. So he does the propane. So I will be going over there to get my propane for my heater. So I'll get to see him then. So it's just all who you see down the road. So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of my friends. Yeah, I agree. I know, just I have one of her pieces and it's in my van. It's in fuzzy. Absolutely. Reminds me of the East Coast. Maine. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check it back. Kind of missing Lollapalooza meeting every. I know. Yeah, we missed Lola this year. No one put it together this year. I'm like, oh, that was nice. Lollapalooza was nice, but it'll be nice to get everyone, together in queue at least, even if it's for a night or two or whatever, just, being able to hang out and have a fire and enjoy each other's company again. I'm so looking forward to that. I just need to connect with my tribe. I mean, I connect with you guys every week, don't get me wrong, and I do appreciate it. Trust me, because you guys are my OGs, but it's one thing to get a hug. It's another thing, to talk and to just have a low down, no whatever, sit there, laugh and joke around and have some good food. Just be around people. And I think I miss the social interaction more than anything that I didn't get this year. So you should have a meetup in September. Oh, that I was actually thinking about that. Huntsville actually does have a great, like almost like Lola, and it's more accessible on the freeway. Because Abilene, as much as it's really nice, it's kind of a distance to get out there. Um, Whereas mine is pretty, I mean, Huntsville State Park they have a nice group camping area. And I think it's almost like Abilene, where it has like a wheelhouse or a cabin house where everyone parks around it. So I might check into that and just have, since Lola is not having anymore in September, it's still kind of hot. It's it really doesn't start cooling off until October. Um, but September maybe might be a good way because October it starts to cool off. November, it's nice in November. November might be a nicer, but then you get into the holidays with Thanksgiving and everything else, and the holidays get really busy for everybody. So late September, or mid September might be the way to go. Wagon wheel, yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll have a Dasherville, a Dasher meetup. That'd be kind of cool, huh? Anybody wants to come to, Texas? It's hot though. It's really hot in September. I mean, like I said, we haven't really started cooling off till mid-October. Um, Maybe I can have it like early November, because then it'd be perfect. Still 70s, it's in the 70s, and then it's usually around, upper 50s, lower 60s at night, still in November. December gets dicey. It's 50-50 shot whether it's going to be cold or whatever. Like January, February, this time is usually when we get our 5 days of freeze. And then, we're back up into the 60s until all the way to May. 60s and 70 to May. Oh, yeah. But not the first couple of days. The first couple, it was just like what we had today. It was 70 degrees, and then all of a sudden, just we're down to a high of 40 with a low of 26. It like dropped like that bad. Um, I do remember because I didn't bring a jacket or anything, and somebody actually gave me their sweatshirt, like because I was not planning um for any kind of cold, and I did not have a jacket. I didn't have even socks. I mean, I think um Adriana gave me like these warm fuzzy socks, like put socks, slipper socks. And then somebody gave me a sweatshirt because I had no jacket and it got cold. Yeah, it wasn't a jacket. I It was a sweatshirt. And I was going to give it back, but he didn't want it. But I do have it. No, he Batman got his name actually when Carol had a meetup in Julian a couple years back. In the spring, she had a meetup in Julian, California, and I went there, and a few of us went there, and that's where he got his name, his Batman name. See, see. I should read the comments before, right? You'd rather wear no, because you didn't have a jacket, dude. You were wearing your jacket. You didn't have an extra jacket. Then your brother from another mother. You didn't have a spare jacket. And it was a sweatshirt. It wasn't a jacket. Um, it was like a decent, like a thick sweatshirt. It kept me warm. I mean, I'm warm-blooded anyways, so all I needed was just a sweatshirt or something like that. Like even this is I'm sweating and it's I don't know. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 48 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's 48 right now.
Expect a low of 27 degrees.
27 degrees is the low. I do. He was quicker than me. Hey, it was cold, okay? At the time, my heater wasn't working in Fuzzy, and it was Fuzzy's first maiden voyage to Lollapalooza last or when I got her, and yeah, oh my god, and the heater wasn't working, so I had no heat, but I did manage to bring my plug-in electric blanket, and I had my 30-degree sleeping bag, so I was fine sleeping. I just walking around, I had nothing. I was about to go back to my rig. Aw, you're my brother from another mother. Are you kidding me? That's funny. That's funny, Pam. I'm cracking up. Oh, 20. Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm so good. East Coast is freezing. No, I'm all set. I left there for a reason. 58 in SoCal. Nice. Like, no, I'm all set. So, oh my Lord, we are over the hour, guys. Wow, that went fast. I got excited because I was so excited to tell you guys about Zeus. I mean, I, considered other names. Like they named him Tippy, and it just didn't seem like the right name. Then again, the personalities of the pups usually don't come in until weeks 3 or 4. So I don't know. To me, it just seems logical to name him Zeus the second. What do you guys think? I mean, is that stupid? Or it's just because I'm used to saying Zeus? I don't bet Pam wears a thick jacket. 39 degrees in Reno. Yeah, but you're in the mountains though. So that makes sense. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, honestly, when I picked up the pup and I held him close, if you notice the video, I mean, he just literally snuggles in, and that's exactly what Zeus did. I mean, he just snuggled in, and it just felt like it was him. And not that I'm, maybe because I miss him too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but um, the tip of the tail just got me. Just it is the cutest thing ever. And yeah, Tippy just, I know, right? To tell you Zeus, I know, right? Like Zeus. You think this, and I loved it because you think it's this big, burly, like Lucky, a lab, like, "Rrr." And here's this little chihuahua. Yip, yip, yip. you know, I named him Zeus because of the lightning bolts from his brindle. And Zeus the second has a white patch on his scruff. So it's he's got all four paws that are white. The rest of him are all dark brown. And the tail is white. And then he's got one little spot right by the scruff that's white. The rest of it is a dark brown champagne color. Um, and he's got his chest. His chest is white. Zeus's chest was white. It's another Chihuahua. It is a combination deer head, apple head, medium coat. Zeus was short hair, but the father was long hair and the mama was medium coat. And I think Zeus the second's going to be medium coat. But Zeus was a deer head and apple head combination. He wasn't one or the other. So that was good to know because I never knew. I got Zeus on a Facebook marketplace um, ad, whatever, and nobody wanted him because he looked so ugly. And in fact, his original name was Diesel because he was so black and just big ears and little face, and I mean, he was so ugly. He was cute. And Zeus was the best dog ever, best Chihuahua ever. So I got another Chihuahua, but this one is the mama is champagne, and the father is kind of a long-haired brown and white. So I think he's going to be a medium coat because his he's got thicker hair than Zeus had when he was a puppy, but I'll know more later when he grows. It's only the second week. Answer my question. Wearing a thick sweater. Yeah, I know, right? With that look, whatever, man. Like, dude, seriously. Like, he'd look at you like, really? I'm going back to bed. Mm. And then that was him. He had the best facial, like, I'd open up the van door, like, when I was at the beet harvest, and he, what's up? What'd you open the door for? It's kind of cold. Close it. And then he'd go right back underneath. He's just the cutest thing ever. Um, but yeah. So yes, it is another Chihuahua, but this one is from a registered breeder. I got, like I said, Zeus I got from Facebook Marketplace, but Facebook Marketplace has become scammy. And those that do breed and post on Facebook Marketplace seem a little sketch. And so I did my research on these individuals and um, quite happy with the facility. Of course, I paid no money until I saw the puppy and saw the facility because you know, I don't support forced breeding. And these pups are not mistreated in any way. So, and they have quite a few dames and sires from different litters, and they know which litter was which, who's the mama, who's the papa. If they kept one of them, then they don't breed them with them. So they're not inbred. They're not, they're very careful on that kind of stuff. So I can see that they really cared. So that is the only reason why I decided. Well, another reason is, one, it's in the same city as me, and two, the facility was clean, and I can tell that the dogs are well loved. And three, the tail was just a sign, knowing that the mom and the dad did not have white tips on their tails. Just, and he was a cross between an apple and a deerhead, which Zeus was. So I think, to me, it was like he was reincarnated and said, "Hey, mom, I'm here. Hello." So that was the reason I chose Zeus the second. So on paper, he will be Zeus the second, but he'll just be Zeus, in conversation. And there you go. Well, that pretty much gives you guys all the updates. Yeah. So I am going to get off here. So find out what's Lucky's problem. And I appreciate everything, you guys, the support and everything else. I swear. I hope to meet you guys out in Q. Like I said, I'll probably leave Thursday. I'm planning to get there by. I plan on just driving through. I don't plan on sleeping and taking my time like I did when I went to North Dakota. I've been through this pass before, so there's nothing really to stop and see anymore. So I'm just gonna head on straight and put on my ebook and see how far I go. The only reason why I'm waiting till Thursday is because I do have some errands that I need to complete, as well as get an oil change for Fuzzy and get her up to speed before the big drive. Anyways, thank you, everyone. Please stay safe out there as always. If you're my moderator, go ahead and please leave your site. Nora is on Etsy. Check out her new store. She just uploaded some stuff, took out some old stuff, put some new stuff. Check it out, because I know I will be. I hope to see everyone in Q. Thank you so much, guys. I love you guys always. And as always, stop dreaming it and start living it. It's about time I take that up. See you all. Good night, everyone. See you next week. I will be either on the road or in Q. Bye, y'all. Bye.